We continue now with a push to help Georgia farmers impacted by Hurricane Helene. Atlanta Bureau Chief Archit Seshadri shows us what help farmers are eligible for.
Some good news for Georgia farmers. Thanks to Senator Ossoff's bilateral legislation that's now been signed into law, there is $21 billion in disaster relief that'll help Georgia farmers impacted by Hurricane Helene. There's also $10 billion that'll help out for economic assistance because farmers have faced tough conditions with market prices as well as rising costs and imports. Georgia farmers are impacted and they say that they need this money because of damaged crops and damaged orchards that they were left devastated just a few months ago. Senator Ossoff says he spoke to ranchers and growers across the state on what type of assistance and help that they would need, and he worked with more than 30 lawmakers in Congress to get this legislation signed into law. Senator Ossoff says agriculture is a vital part of Georgia's economy and that it is crucial to help Georgia's rural communities get back on track after the devastating impacts of Hurricane Helene.
Remember that agriculture is Georgia's #1 industry, and rural Georgia depends upon agriculture as its lifeblood. If family farms in Georgia fail, then whole rural communities fail. The tax base there crumbles. Funding for infrastructure, for public education, for public safety is not available.
The Department of Agriculture will determine if this will be either block grants or if producers will have to individually file for those grants, and that timeline will be announced in the coming days by the Department of Agriculture. Reporting in Atlanta, Archit Seshadri, Atlanta Bureau Chief.